welcome to Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics burn. So, Doom. One of the earliest and most popular first-person shooters from the early 90s.
Dude, Doom is the best video game ever made, ever! It really is the kind of game that makes you stop and think, especially about history. I never knew how hard it must have been for those space marines, you know, back during World War II, trying to fight the demons of Mars. Oh, dude, they could rock a gun like no other!
Unsurprisingly, there was a comic book about it. But this damn thing is one of the most impossible comics to locate. I still haven't found a copy. Published by id, the game's developers, the thing was only given out as a promotion at a game convention. As such, finding an actual physical copy of the thing is nearly impossible. It was apparently reprinted in a trade collection later, but I can't find that either. I was half convinced that the damn thing was actually an elaborate prank on me considering its rarity. But of course, even if that was the case, it still exists in digital form online. Just do a Google search for Doom comic and the first thing that'll come up is the actual Doom comic scanned online. I admit, I had originally planned to not do this review. The thing's already infamous on the internet, and I didn't think I had anything to add. But the people have spoken, requesting it in droves, so let's dig into the Doom comic.
Welcome to Atop the Fourth Wall, where bad comics burn. Linkara's gonna teach you all a lesson you won't learn. Brodsky, you're not the smartest. Life out, you're not an artist. Anyone who's had a bad comic published, it could be your turn. Linkara, he's a man punch, wears a pretty hat. Linkara, he has a magic gun. Where'd he purchase that? Linkara, coins, robots, Amazon and trucks. Linkara, this comic sucks. Linkara.
Consider yourself warned. This book contains scenes of graphic violence. Excellent!
So the cover depicts the Space Marine from Doom. Well, I think it's him anyway. He doesn't exactly resemble the guy seen in the HUD interface. He's supposed to be shooting this zombie, and there are clearly shells flying out of his gun, but there aren't any movement lines showing the bullets shooting.
Knee-deep in the dead.
Well, knee-deep in the mud, anyway. We open to this bit of insanity.
Who's a man and a half? I'm a man and a half! I am a man! And a half!
Help! Help! I'm stuck!
There's nothing wrong with you that I can't fix with my hands! I'm a respected neurosurgeon! Let's take a look at that spine!
Get used to this dialogue, folks, as well as me trying to do my best Ultimate Warrior voice. It's the only proper way to convey the rich insanity that is unfolding before us. We see that the nameless Space Marine is standing over a pile of zombies and demons.
I'm cooking with gas! You hear me, George Foreman? You're next! Hulk Hogan? I'm a 12.0 on the 10.0 scale of badness!
Yeah, that's this comic in a nutshell.
Don't need a gun! Guns are for wusses! Huh? What's that? I like what I see! An important-looking door!
What door? It just looks like a panel on the wall. Well, maybe that was the point, actually.
Knock, knock, who's there? Me, 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 me!
Ah, jeez, everything's about you, isn't it? He's instantly confronted by the cyber demon from the game.
Rip and tear! Rip and tear your guts! You are huge! That means you have huge guts!
Well, you can't fault his logic.
Ooh, here it comes! Here comes the night train!
If he starts singing Night Train to Mundo Fine, I'm leaving.
Night train to Mundo Fine.
Berserker pack, gone!
Feelings of invincibility over. Shatner-style narration fading. Yeah, it seems he was actually under the effect of a Berserker Pack, a power-up from the original game. With his power-up inspired madness now over, he runs off from the threatening cyber demon that was, just standing there. He realizes that he needs a gun and immediately comes upon some zombies wielding guns.
Not big guns, but they are guns, and I need guns!
Oh, sure, guns are for wusses until you actually need one. Where the hell did I throw my gun?
Ah, Chainsaw, the great communicator! Allow me to communicate to you my desire to have your guns!
Oh, well, certainly, dear fellow. We'll just allow you to advance upon us so you can communicate your desire to have our... Oh, my lord! I lost my monocle! So the nameless Marine enters a dark room, now armed with a shotgun.
Dark! Might makes light!
Wait a second, he's in a dark room. He's using a gun to illuminate the area. Oh, dear Lord in heaven, it's alone in the dark!
Did someone knock?
All right, fools, prepare to face the wrath of the Black.
Hey, it's not fair. You guys didn't tell me that gun.
So our hero turns on the lights and, what do you know, he has killed a whole bunch of demons. Groovy. No, I'm serious. He actually does the Bruce Campbell Evil Dead 2 groovy. With this thing, I can't tell if this was an homage or an attempt to rip it off.
At this particular moment in time, I don't believe I have a healthier or more deeply felt respect for any object in the universe than this here shotgun, Hulk Hogan.
Maybe this guy has some kind of a brain condition where half the time he's a psychotic wreck and the other half he's no coward. He quickly disregards his well-respected shotgun when he discovers a chain gun.
Hoy hoy, I'm the boy!
I thought you were the man.
Packing 80 pounds of heavenly joy!
I'm right there with you, crazy man. The nameless Marine is immediately set upon by an imp.
Turned my back! That was stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid imp! You're stupid, and you're gonna be stupid and dead!
Your stupid minds! Stupid! Stupid!
Dance, Bone Daddy! Dance!
Well, it's kind of hard to dance when you've blown off both of his legs, his arms, his face. Well, anyway, after dispatching the imp, he proceeds into another room with more monsters and starts blowing them away. That's really all there is to this comic. It's why I didn't want to review it. It's just the nameless Marine shooting stuff and being out of his mind. Well, I suppose I can critique some stuff. For example, it feels like there are panels missing. In the Cyber Demon scene from before, the Cyber Demon just appears in one panel and he starts shooting it. For all the impact that this thing makes with its size, its introduction is done in a single panel that barely takes up an eighth of the page. The same thing happens on this page. He just goes into a room, starts shooting, and then suddenly a big demon picks him up, turns him around, and drags him over to a big pit. Where the hell did that thing come from? Also, the backgrounds are pretty much non-existent. Just slap some washed-out colors and occasionally show some metal walls. How fascinating. Anyway, Monster pulls him over to the pit, but he solves this problem the same way he's done throughout the book. Killing things. However, he's also been dropped into some radioactive waste. You'd think they'd put a cover or a lid or something on their tub of radioactive waste, but hey, what do I know? Actually, even the Space Marine asks the same thing.
Who do you suppose left their radioactive waste down there? Why? Why?
But of course, that question is discarded when he realizes something else.
Now I'm radioactive! That can't be good!
Okay, I'm taking bets on what kind of superpowers he develops. Growth into the amazing colossal man, turning into an animal, becoming the Hulk. All bets are accepted. He also takes a minute to expound upon what sort of world we're leaving to our children. Yes, the Doom Marine is telling us about radioactive waste, and people say I should leave politics out of my stuff. But a worse tragedy befalls him when he realizes his gun is out of bullets!
No! How will he solve his problems if he doesn't have bullets? This is the most unradical thing to ever happen in the entire history of humankind!
After traveling through a teleporter pad, he discovers a plasma rifle, and none too soon. The cacodemons from the game come in and shoot at him.
Sweet Christmas! Big mouth floating thingies! It's always something!
Oh, don't even get me started. I'm walking down to my mailbox one day, and all of a sudden, a portal to hell opens, and suddenly I'm fighting tons of monsters. I hate Thursdays. But of course, with the help of the plasma rifle, the Doom guy manages to slay the floating Pokeballs.
Whoa! Now I'm in a completely different place!
I love this comic. It's like some awesome parody. I can take the nameless Space Marine's insanity as a joke. It's not quite the same thing when it's coming from Batman. However, the Marine has some new problems, since not only has he found more toxic waste in barrels, but he's attacked by a Spectre, a monster from the game that's invisible. Fortunately, anyone who has played Doom knows that you blow up the barrels and blammo, it's dead meat. Of course, now I'm sure he's even more radioactive. That can't be good! Entering another room, we see a whole bunch of other Space Marines fighting off the demons. Or rather being slaughtered by the demons. Not that this guy really cares, since he's found something even better. A BFG 9000! The legends were true! The Marine forces his way through the demonic hordes and reaches the gun.
Death surrounds me, yet in my head I hear something that sounds like angels. Lo, I have found the holy grail of firepower. Mine eyes can but weep as they bear witness to the majesty, the BFG 9000!
There is nothing more beautiful than a steroid-abusing space marine holding a huge gun. Well, besides for everything else that's beautiful, but you get my point.
As I stride knee-deep through the dead, all is clear. I know what must be done. My cause is just. My will is strong, and my gun is very, very large!
Seriously, I want a movie version of this comic, but with Bruce Campbell in the title role. He can make this thing rival the Evil Dead movies in terms of sheer awesome one-liners. A few seconds later, the Marine has made his way back to the Cyberdemon.
Let loose your volley of death, Cyberdemon! You struggle in vain!
Alright, the moment we've all been waiting for. The power of the BFG 9000! We get an ominous hum and then... Wait, what? A couple bullets? That's it? Aw, come on, man! That's just stupid! Where's the expanding energy blast? Where's the way it kills a whole bunch of enemies even if they aren't close to it? That's just a lame way to end this thing! I mean, come on, man! That's not how you use a BFG! This is how you use a BFG!
I train to mundo fine. Night train to the end, running hard and running fast to meet my future and away from my past, taking the gamble that cannot last. Night train to the end. Hell's ride to mundo fine. Hell's ride to the end.
Not yet, but soon.